Last time I went shopping, I picked up this. Yes, this. Honestly, the worst name for a brand ever. Hey, what's that? This? Yeah, that. Yeah, this. Awful, awful name. What is this even called? This is Superfood. It's the most reductive thing you could possibly imagine. However, it looked pretty good. I was in the mood for tempeh, so I was like, okay, let's get me some tempeh, and I saw this at the same time. Yes, this. So, I thought, what the hell, let's give it a go. It's like 1 of your 5 a day, 30% more protein than tofu, which is good. It's also iron and omega-3, superfood, high in fiber, natural ingredients, right? So, typically speaking, with a lot of stuff like this, you'll have, like, a shit ton of sugar, a shit ton of salt, and a bunch of crap that you don't know what it is at the back. However, if you look at the ingredients, like, there's shiitake mushrooms, fava bean proteins, seeds, pumpkin, hemp, hearts, flax, chia, rapeseed oil, spinach, natural flavorings, whatever that is, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper. That's it. May contain soy or cereals containing gluten. I mean, I'm a little gluten sensitive, but that's the point of it being a major problem. I just have to, you know, watch out a little bit. Ooh, air fryer. I got an air fryer recently. It was a hand-me-down from a friend of mine. Pretty much a thank you from helping out for a few things. So I might actually... No. I think if I cook something in the air fryer, I'm going to do it with something I know what it should be like when it's cooked. So I'll pan fry it. But, I thought I'll give it a go. Because it does sound legit, and half of that shit is the stuff I'd eat anyway. So I thought, let's give it a go, see what it's like, and move on from there. I've heard very mixed things from reviews on like the website, because I was curious how the fuck you cook it. And some people say it is absolute garbage, and some people say it's absolutely delicious. So it is very much Marmite, in fact, unfortunately. So I don't know where to start with it. I have cooked with tofu before. I tend to prefer tempeh because tofu is kind of tasteless. It needs something else to be cooked with it in order to have flavor. Tofu is literally just texture. You go with the texture that you want. Personally, I prefer either a softer tofu or like, you know, crispying it up in some oil. But that's me. But typically speaking, I go with tempeh instead because it's just less hassle. It just tastes nice straight from the get-go. But I'm going to give it a go. See what it's like. Doesn't that look appetizing? It's like frozen gelatinous mushroom soup. It says to fry it for about 7 or so minutes. It does actually smell like mushroom and has kind of like a mildly meaty texture to it. So I'm going to try a little bit on its own when it's cooked, and then I'm going to throw it into a meal. Well, it has the consistency of like stuffing, and it does smell lovely. Oh wow, that's really good. Okay, I'm definitely in the approve of camp. That's really good. Wow, that would go well a lot. 2 chopped up portobello mushrooms, which I know is funny because this stuff already contains shiitake mushrooms, but it's fine. I like me some mushrooms. You can't go wrong. So, and it just adds to a little bit of a bulk to the meal, right? I would also throw more spinach in, which this also contains. But my spinach went off recently, so I had to throw that out, unfortunately. No oil at the moment because they're mushrooms. Mushrooms don't need oil. They've got plenty of stuff inside them. I will throw in a little bit before I put the peas in. And to have the vegans screaming at me, I've also got some crème fraîche. Because this is not a vegan meal, because I'm not vegan. I do eat vegan on occasion, but yeah, I just like different foods. So we'll see how this goes. I will say at this point, I'm not a cook. Really, I'm not a cook. I don't exactly have a lot of confidence in my ability to cook, and I'm pretty sure that anyone who does know how to cook can probably point out a lot of flaws in what I'm doing. Maybe even the combination of foods I'm going for here is a bit wacky. I don't know. I just throw together what works and what makes me happy. So I like trying new things. I like trying new things that seem healthy, because this seems like crazy healthy, except for the bank account. This thing's like just over £3. It's like £3.60, £3.80, something like that. It's really expensive for what it is. I think in future I will most likely buy this along with, I will most likely buy tofu instead, because it's just cheaper and it lasts, it goes further and you can do more with it, because it just has no flavor, you know, because, like, it pretty much do the same job that I'm going to do with this, so, yeah. But no, it is gorgeous, and I'll definitely want to get it again. I'm definitely buying it again next week. Right, that's cooked enough. Let's throw the peas in. Right, peas in, a little bit of oil, and let's also throw in a little bit of salt. We're going to have a lot of flavouring, so we don't need anything more than that. Just going to wait until the peas get to the point where I'm happy with them. And then we will throw in the sauce stuff. Typically speaking, when using crème fraîche, I would use something like this. Or this. Really, really nice. Gives me my pasta fix without being unhealthy. The thing is, there's so much nutrients in this shit that I really don't need it. I've got a feeling this is going to fill me like crazy. Like, it is dense. Good stuff. I'll definitely be buying it again. Alright, let's turn this down. Stir in the crème fraîche. So, I went on HelloFresh last year. And part of me regrets it, because like a fucking attached ex, they won't leave me the fuck alone. I keep getting emails from them. I keep getting letters through the door. Thankfully, the phone calls have stopped. But beyond that, yeah. And, oh, let's not drop that. Let's chuck in the veggie stock. Mix that in. So I'm hoping this is going to work. So like I say, like this, I've got like no experience cooking, really. I've just kind of like been finagling my way around over there, like the past few years with internet guides and basically what I've learned from HelloFresh. And one thing fucking HelloFresh loves is this crème fraîche stuff. They absolutely fucking love it. What we're going to do is we're going to leave that to simmer for a little bit, and hopefully it makes a nice sauce if I've got the measurements right. And by getting the measurements right, I mean eyeballing it and hoping for the best. So I've not got a lot of confidence in my cooking. I've only cooked for people like once, and it seemed to go down okay, but the only problem with it is the portions were tiny, because I'm not used to cooking for myself. When I did try to cook for other people, like, it was tiny. There was not enough to go around, so that's one mistake I've made. You got, like, nice fucking mushroom soup look to it now. Because the mushrooms, like, that's why mushrooms don't need oil. they don't need to go, when you cook mushrooms, when you fry mushrooms, don't need oil. I know that. But, I actually learned quite a bit from HelloFresh. I did. And I've kept what works and what I like risotto. I make risotto every now and again. Not the healthiest dish in the world, but it is gorgeous. And yeah. But I don't really have a lot of confidence in my ability to cook. Here we are, it's starting to simmer now. So we're just going to leave that for a little bit. And hopefully it thickens up a little bit. There we go. That's come out quite nice. Let's give it a bit of a taste test. There we go, a little bit of everything. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, it's hearty. I'm happy with that. I think I used a little bit too much water in the stock, so I didn't get the like, creamy thing I wanted. But you know what? I'm happy. That's really nice. And doesn't it just look like a bit of meat? I'm not vegan, like I say, so I'm happy with vegan food looking like vegan food. And obviously this isn't vegan because I use dairy. No, that's really, really good. And yeah, like I didn't need the extra stuff because this stuff is hearty, man. This stuff is really, really good. It's so flavoursome. And it does absorb some of the flavour from what else I put in there as well. So, no, I think I'll definitely be getting that again. That's really good. I've tried this a few times at this point. they seem to do okay. They seem to do okay. Like, outside of the fucking awful brand name, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I like what they do, from pretty much what I've tried of them anyway. Well, it did end up looking like dog food, but it did taste pretty good, so bugger it. We're getting another one.